Hi, welcome. So this is a reading for Wednesday, April 20, no, April 12th. So Wednesday, April 12th, just to, I don't know, check in with what we need to know for today or beginning today. What do we need to know? Oh, okay, so these two came out. Right. So there's something about going back over something, revisiting something. Okay, two queens here. So you may be kind of looking over something again, which kind of Mercury's in shadow now since the 7th. So there could be kind of some revising of certain things. Okay. Or it's a do-over. You get to do something again. You get to have the conversation that you never had, or you get to express something to someone that you didn't do it correctly or how you wanted to in the past or something. You're getting another chance with this Queen of Cups, or another chance to be the Queen of Cups. And the Queen of Cups is all about kind of like standing in her emotional maturity. She's very intuitive, very emotional, sensitive, but like sensitive to kind of energies and picks up on those. But she has her boundaries in place. She's not overwhelmed by what she feels. She's not codependent. She's kind of like been through a lot. She's okay in what she feels, and she's honest with herself about what she feels. Seems like she's a mature energy. So either you're coming back into a situation more mature emotionally, or you're having a conversation with someone who is the Queen of Cups, who is a kind of like emotionally mature, spiritual, intuitive, empathic person. Judgment can also be kind of like kind of looking back on something and judging it differently than you did previously. So you could be looking back and saying, oh God, I actually shouldn't have been so hard on myself, or I shouldn't have been so hard on that other person or for that situation. Or do you know what? That wasn't as bad as it was. Or I totally get why I would have behaved like that. Whereas you may be more forgiving of yourself now or someone else. And it seems to be the case because the Queen of Cups is honest about emotions and she can forgive. She's okay to forgive someone. She's also okay to say sorry. Okay, so there's something about that, something that you let go of, something that was kind of already over, that's being revisited with this Queen of Cups, or as I said, you're coming back as the Queen of Cups. So that may turn up today, or it may be on your mind, or it may be coming in the next. You may be already having dealt with that. So I think who you're communicating with, I don't know who's who here, but there's two queens here. So they're two people of equal standing, the equal kind of importance, power, equal maturity levels. They've the same rank essentially. So you've got the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Swords. And the Queen of Cups looks like she's coming back with an apology, to have a heartfelt conversation with the Queen of Swords. Now, the Queen of Swords is also a mature energy. She's been through things. She's kind of honed in on her intellect and her oratory skills. So she's quite intelligent. She can be direct. She can be quite cutting. Like, she doesn't hold back. She can be blunt. Yeah, so this conversation may be kind of going straight to the guts of a matter. Yeah, I'd like to know who's who in this, but anyway, she's as influential as the Queen of Cups, just in a different way. So you could be talking to a colleague, you could be talking to a friend, it could be talking to a love, a family member, an acquaintance. There's something that you get that's happening again or being done over with this person, and someone, perhaps you, is coming from a place of kind of emotional maturity and empathy, and the other person is kind of quite defensive and maybe a little bit cut off from the emotions of it. Um, what it leads to, where it's kind of going, is the Three of Pentacles. Now, the Three of Pentacles is all about teamwork. In this deck, though, it looks like someone hasn't been a team for a while. It's like someone used to be a team, because it's like it's got grass growing down here on the ground. It's got, like, I don't know what this is, moss hanging from the ceiling. They're like skulls here, which kind of indicates kind of like lifelessness or a death, but that also comes with rebirth. But so I wonder if it's about getting back together with someone, or it's about going back to a job, or going back to some sort of a situation that you used to work with someone, or like in tandem with someone, or like it doesn't have to be a work situation, but it can be. You've got the pentacles here. But something broke down. Something broke down in the past, and it needed to be shed away because there was something that was wrong with it. There was something wrong in the foundations of it, or the way that it was being built. It wasn't being built correctly, whatever relationship this was. It was, yeah, the bricks weren't being put together right at all. The dynamics of the relationship weren't right. There was something off about it, and there were cracks. The cracks had begun to show a long time ago. Yeah, I'm just kind of wondering. I think you could be having a conversation with an old employer or an old colleague about working together on a project or in a job or something that you have left. If it's not that, it's about building something. But it's definitely someone I don't know, you were friends with before and you did something, or maybe you went on a trip. I don't. It seems more kind of work-like now that I'm doing it, or kind of friendship-like. I'm just gonna ask, like, where are the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Swords to each other? Who are they to each other? Oh God, the Queen of Cups again. Sorry, I don't think you can see that. So the Queen of Cups this is very much in her power. Okay, so who you are to each other, one of you is showing your true self. You are emotionally mature, you have your boundaries intact, you're very intuitive. And the other is a little bit more emotionally immature, which is probably why they're a little bit more defensive. Now they've developed kind of the mind side a little bit more. Whoever is which. However, potentially the Queen of Swords is coming back to offer an apology. It may not be coming, you're just standing there in your power, or they're coming back to offer you something, to offer you another chance. There's something about another chance. You're getting an offer in about another chance to do something with this person, to build something again, to start again. Three is all about growth. They want to grow it in a different way, because I don't think they want to, to end up in the tower situation again. Okay, so okay, what are you looking to build or grow, or what's the Three of Pentacles? There is an offer to grow something coming in. Or maybe you're approaching someone about growing something. Ooh. So, growing something that you should defend yourself. Oh. Okay, so it's growing something that you or the other person believes in, and like believes in it despite all the odds. or defends it, defends it no matter what. There might be some people against you or against them or against this project or don't get it or don't understand it or kind of put you down about it. I think one of you has had to stand up for this project before, or else there was an element of burnout potentially before, because the seven of inspiration, like, this is exhausting to try and hold back all this negativity and try and let your light shine. There was something maybe about the environment that wasn't great, and this is like really busy work. I mean, sometimes, you know, it can be viewed either way, but like, this is kind of like, okay, I'm trying to get everything done, but I'm also trying to deal with this kind of negative atmosphere that's going on here, which is why this was left behind potentially, or destructed. I think you're a dab hand at this, whatever this project is. I think you are very skilled at it. I think you or the other person is very skilled at it. You know what you're doing. You've done it for a certain amount of time. You're very capable. You have the skill set. You can almost do it with your eyes. You know the job, or you know the project. You know it. But there's something about your mental environment or work environment, but like the negativity getting to you or having to push away something. Yeah. So this project is something that one or both of you believe in, and that one or both of you are very good at and skilled at. But this also can be a project that could lead to burnout, just to be mindful of that. And then there's Tower. What's the Tower about then, though? What is the Tower about? Yeah, I think the Queen of Swords is the one who's coming back in. The Tower needed to happen so that you could relax and get your ducks in a row. Okay, I kind of see this as the way things were going in the past, there was kind of, the growth had kind of gotten a bit stagnant, and it seemed to be a bit too much work for what it was worth. So it fell apart because it wasn't, yeah. It wasn't going anywhere. I think two people were on different wavelengths, or on different kind of levels. However, now that's not the case. They're coming in more as equals and maybe seeing the value in each other. However, I still do think emotionally someone is a little bit less mature than the other, but there's an offer coming in or a message coming in. It needed to fall apart. I think burnout potentially happened for one of you. Burnout happened, and if everything fell apart and shook you, maybe you had to take time off, to relax and to get in touch with yourself, and to just like be good to yourself, really kind of take care of yourself, to kind of pull back and just listen to yourself about what you really want. This has either already happened or is in the process of happening for some. But all that to kind of come back to this Six of Materials place, where look, your heart chakra is like wide open. You're expressing love. You have an equal. There's give and take here, and I kind of see this as kind of mirroring that. There's a level of success and harmony here. Sixes are all about harmony, and it's got two people here, and it's kind of like, okay, there's kind of going to be a bit of give and take here, and we're both kind of sharing here, and we can help each other here. Whereas in the past, it didn't seem to be the case. I think you probably clashed. I think you probably both had different ideas of what was going on. This is really specific, so. Yeah, I just think for some it's to do with kind of this work or this project or this kind of relationship. Oh, okay, nothing will come of this situation. So Void, of course, moon. Okay, maybe you're considering this, but nothing will come from it. You and your loved ones are safe. That has come up so much, this. You and your loved ones are safe. Maybe this is an empty gesture. It doesn't feel like an empty gesture, but I wonder if you're going to say no to this, because because this is kind of in the future position also, this project or this work that's kind of overgrown and kind of left behind. And I think, are you remembering this kind of negativity and burnout and just how much effort it was to kind of keep your head up in that environment or with that work? I wonder if you're going to say no, or if this is all hot air kind of coming from the Queen of Swords. This is the new moon in Cancer. Cancer is really protective of self and family and loved ones. They don't necessarily show their true emotions to everyone. They can be quite defensive. I kind of think this new moon in Cancer is a little bit the Queen of Swords. I think there's a little bit of a bite to what she's saying, or a little bit of a, I don't know why I want to say manipulative, but it's yeah, something like that. I'll just check when the Cancer new moon is, because maybe that's like nothing will come of this until, or nothing will come of this and you'll realize that. Where's my moon sheet? Cancer, so that's July 17th, the new moon in Cancer, which will set off a new moon cycle in Cancer, and when then the completion of that cycle will be in December during Capricorn season. Actually, that's going to be December 26th, Stephen's Day, or Boxing Day, or whatever it is, wherever. Yeah, I think one or two of you are protective. You're kind of afraid to go back into this situation because you've kind of been nurturing yourself now and you feel good, and you've got this thick outer shell kind of going on because you don't really trust this other person. Cancers are so loving and so caring and really just want harmony emotionally and to express love, but they've been hurt, and they put on this outer shell because they don't trust. So you've got the God, two came out. You've got the Goddess of Justice, the Goddess of Compassion. What seems to be an injustice is actually a blessing. And Goddess of Compassion, self-criticism is diminishing your self-worth. So this is really interesting. If this is going nowhere and there's some sort of manipulation going on, it actually is for the best. And you don't need to beat yourself up about this at all. You need to big yourself up. I think there's an offer that's going to come back. If that is the case, there's going to be some level of kind of consideration and conversation, maybe negotiation. Potentially of an apology. I'm not sure for this injustice, but I don't think anything is going to come up with it, because, or you're considering it, but just to remember the past of it and where you got to before. It seems to be kind of burnout, or there's some sort of negativity there. There's some sort of kind of like, working. I think you're capable of doing an awful lot. So it's just about finding the right thing. Yeah, we'll just do one more card. But it's about being nice to yourself. but it's something getting a do-over or... Okay, dreams, perspective. Dreams, perspective. Again, 2 came out, so 2s keep coming out. 2 of these came out. The 2 queens came out. So there is something about like a partnership or like speaking to another person. And look here again, they have the... Well, it's funny because they kind of seem switched, because she's got the sword, so has the goddess of justice, and the goddess of compassion seems more like the Queen of Cups. So it's interesting maybe to see each other from a different perspective, from the other's point of view, to put yourself in their shoes or something. Anyway, if you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. It's always good to challenge yourself into change, to get out of your comfort zone and explore other avenues. You never know what kind of exciting adventures you are going to experience and what new people you will encounter. Interesting. It's kind of like seeing it from the other perspective. But anyway, pay attention to your dreams, write them down. As you sleep, your body is repairing itself and you are receiving guidance. Your angels are hard at work during that time as you are at your most receptive. I also kind of think the dreams is like to view your dreams and goals and wishes from a different perspective, because if you're being got a self-criticism is diminishing your self-worth, you can't achieve your dreams if you're lacking in self-worth. So to change your perspective around what dreams you want to fulfill, perhaps, or like this dream with, I don't know if this is a dream, but like this thing with this person is maybe off the table now, so or will be off the table, so you can kind of move on from that. Anyway, just that was very specific, so I hope it made sense. So thank you for watching.